Number 7, Stanford at number 8, Notre Dame. This is 7:30 on Saturday. That's on NBC.
So Stanford comes into this game hot off of just winning at Autzen last week against Oregon. Oregon, yes.
Oregon.
The Exterminators. Oregon.
Yes.
At Oregon, they were down in that game, I think 21-0, and then 28-0. But that last touchdown got called back due to a review. Before the very next play after that review was a fumble returned for a touchdown. So it really changed the tide in that game. They came back to win that game at Oregon. Huge win. So could be a letdown game against Notre Dame. Notre Dame last week, first time starting a new quarterback. Brandon Wimbush has been the starter there. Not been playing too great throughout the season. Ian Book comes in and lights it up. He's got 338 yards and 3 touchdowns on the season. I'm not sure if that was all in the last game, but he is a much better player. And what Kelly, the coach of Notre Dame, was apparently, from what I've heard, Wimbush is probably one of the nicest guys in college football right now. Much like a Tim Tebow type sort of player. So it was hard to bench him, but he looks at his situation, hey, I got to play the best player on the team, right?
I mean,
Ian Book gets the first start of his career, and goes out and wins that game. Ian Book is a better player. It's kind of like starting Dwayne Haskins over JT Barrett last year.
It's such garbage to even use that as an excuse. Like
that's what Herb Street said this morning. It's not what Kelly said. That's what Herb Street said.
Just man up and bench the guy who threw 1 touchdown to 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's not helping your team. And Ian Book at least seems to be able to run this offense in a way that he has had 3 rushing touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
So he can move the ball down the field. Whether or not he's as good of a pocket passer as Wimbush is yet to be determined, but I don't know. That's such a garbage excuse. So I know that Brian Kelly didn't necessarily say it, but I would not back that up. I think Bryce Loooove is the key to this victory. Get him the ball, let him grind it out, and really that's what Stanford's done all season. They grind it out, and they end up winning the game in the end. It's not flashy. It's not all that fun, but they do it. I think they do the same thing here. Anytime you swap quarterbacks and have kind of that locker room turmoil, whether there is or not, that's always an adjustment period. So I think Stanford's going to get out there and take it to them on defense and then let the rushing game do the rest.
As much as I hate Notre Dame, I hope that you're right, but I'm picking Notre Dame in this one. I think the home field advantage takes them over the edge here, and Book has a great game at the quarterback position.
I mean, Fighting Irish in South Bend, they've got I think they're favored 5.5 here in this one. So wouldn't be totally surprised if they won, but I think Stanford can pull it out as long as they can shut down Ian Book.